insights about SEO. So how are you, Saurabh?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's always fantastic. It's always nice to speak about SEO because I still remember when I started my career.
Mhm.
I started with SEO part. So SEO is my first love. Let's have quick questions. Naman, go ahead.
Well, to start with, sir, SEO is something that is really interesting. It's not quite. It's technical. It's technical, and you get to learn a lot while doing SEO. And there are various techniques that by which you can do SEO. Yeah, and these techniques ultimately are the game changer. So to start with, I'll like to say that um, uh, there are some activities that goes on into SEO, like link building, link earning, that is
Yes.
important. There's technical website SEO. There's searching. All of those things combine and give us a beautiful experience about a website. And it is also important to start a
Absolutely.
proper website. So
See, absolutely yes. Because I'll tell you, SEO gonna be a game changer. Because I'll tell you one thing. You're gonna have a lot of ways to build traffic on the site.
mhm.
And I'll tell you the best traffic source, which will make you a lot of money, is organic traffic, which is something very important.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I think that in 2022, businesses, I'm seeing a lot of businesses, they're putting content, they're creating content scale and then using SEO. So SEO, so number one is a lot of people, because I met a lot of people, and there is a myth which I want to tell you, that a lot of people just believe that SEO is all about ranking website, which is not true.
No, no, that's not true. That's not true.
Yes, it's just half the definition. So point is, the question is, are we making money from that organic traffic? This is something that we need to look into it, and it's all about ranking, clicks, and conversions. And
Hmm.
it's changing. The way SEO is working, it has changed a lot from last couple of years or down the line. If I talk about strategies that we used to 10 years back, 5 years back, it's all changing. The entire landscape
Absolutely.
is changing. Yes.
So what I have actually observed that a lot of businesses go for, like last time we talked about Google My Business, right? But
Yes.
a lot of people do that activity of Google My Business but forget about the SEO part.
Yes.
SEO can be crucial while gaining the organic traffic. What you're doing is gaining the paid traffic, and it is a minor percentage, but SEO can give you big organic traffic. And
Yes.
that's the ultimate game changer, because in any field, anywhere you go, people search for any product that you want. And if you pop on the top of the first page, it will give you good result, I guess. So ultimately the game changer could be, SEO is the game changer, and it is important in it.
Very true. I'll tell you there are two things into it. So let's say, for example, what is the paid campaign? So let's say you're a very new business and you want to drive traffic, or you are looking for lead gen or acquisition. So obviously you need to start with paid campaign,
Yeah,
right? Because SEO is a long-term activity. See, it's a long-term game, and I'll tell you that a lot of resources goes into it while doing search engine optimization. So it's not
right.
only one-man team. So we need to have a content writer, we need to have a web developer, we need to make sure that we are putting money in content, and then we should be able to measure all those results as well.
Right.
So paid campaign, they do have different objectives. SEO gonna be a game changer. It's again very important, but it's in slow game, but it will give you a lot of lead in coming times. So I'm seeing a lot of brands. What they do is they pump in money into paid campaign, and they try to shift that money from paid to organic, because organic traffic is fantastic. You see, you run ad on Facebook, you might not know something will work, something will not work. Obviously, if you are good with paid campaign, if you know buyer's persona or strategies, you can always optimize it. So the SEO game, if you talk about SEO game, content needs to be done. So जो content है, आपको content पे भी काम करना पड़ेगा, content scale भी करना पड़ेगा, and then you need to have lot of tools, infra, and this is one of the reason that brands, small businesses, they are not able to implement SEO strategies. बट
Yeah,
जो छोटे businesses हैं वो सही तरीके से नहीं कर पाते, because we need to understand the entire logic. हमको एक पूरा logic, पूरा ball game समझना पड़ेगा SEO का. It's not only about generating a backlink,
hmm,
because you see about backlink. When you talk about backlink, you need to have a content. अगर आपको backlink कमाल का अगर आपको डेवलप करना है, now if you don't have campaign, what you will, if you don't have content, तो आप क्या करेंगे? आपसे डायरेक्टरी सबमिशन है, क्लासिफाइड्स कुछ हो रहा है, उस वहां तक ही सीमित हो जाएंगे. So it will not give you that scale part. So what I suggest is you need to focus on content framework.
Yeah.
और मैं आपको ये भी बता देता हूँ कि जो कंटेंट आप वेब पे क्रिएट करते हैं उसके अलग अलग ऑब्जेक्टिव हो सकते हैं. द पॉइंट इज व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट एंड व्हाट इज द की गोल एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव. लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं अपनी वेबसाइट में ब्लॉग लिख रहा हूँ, सो वन ऑफ माय गोल वुड बी टू रैंक ब्लॉग हायर ऑन सर्च इंजन रिजल्ट.
Sure.
राइट. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट गोज इनटू इट. बट यू सेड राइटली कि ब्रांड्स पेड पे खर्चा कर रहे हैं. बिल्कुल, बिकॉज वेबसाइट पे काम करना इट्स गोना टेक लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट्स एंड ऑल.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of money as well. Because if you want good results, if you want better conversions, you gotta put some money into it. You gotta do something about it.
Absolutely.
And besides that, I guess link building and link earning are two very important activities. और उसके हिसाब से काफी लोगों ने काफी अच्छा पोजीशन गेन किया है on Google search engine.
बिल्कुल.
And link earning is a beautiful activity. You can always, if you have that skills, outreach करना आता है आपको, अगर बातें करना आता है, लोगों से कनेक्ट करना आ जाता है कि भाई मेरा ये ब्लॉग है,
बिल्कुल
आप आपके साइट पे वेबसाइट पे पोस्ट कर दीजिए, एंड इफ यू गेट दैट लिंक, वो वैल्यू आपका नॉर्मल बैकलिंक से बहुत ज्यादा होगा.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. और इसीलिए आप समझिए जो भी एजेंसी है, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग एजेंसीज हैं, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि क्लाइंट को एजुकेट करना पड़ेगा कि एक लिंक का वैल्यू क्या है. दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. टेक्निकली वी कॉल इट लिंक वैल्यू एंड देन इक्विटी. और फिर हमको समझना होगा कि हम लिंक को मेजर कैसे कर सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ कमर्शियल वैल्यू एज वेल. सो लिंक अर्निंग और लिंक बिल्डिंग ये दो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एक्टिविटी है. सबसे पहले लिंक का वैल्यू समझना पड़ेगा एंड देन यू नीड टू स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग लिंक्स. नाउ मैं आपको बता दूं कि एक लिंक कई लिंक से काफी गुना सॉलिड हो सकता है. फॉर एग्जांपल अ लिंक फ्रॉम अ वेबसाइट फोर्ब्स, ये बहुत ताकतवर आपकी वेबसाइट को अच्छा पोजीशन कर सकता है.
यस यस यस.
सो दैट इज अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और आपने बिल्कुल सही बोला है कि अगर जो एसईओ में काम कर रहे हैं, तीन चीजें उनको बहुत अच्छी तरह से आना चाहिए. दे शुड नो हाउ दे कैन फाइंड लिंक प्रोस्पेक्टिंग.
Yeah.
How they can find link creators, people who have ability to create link for your business. Number two, उनको बहुत अच्छा समझ में आना चाहिए व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट फ्रेमवर्क, कौन सा कंटेंट फ्रेमवर्क बनाना होगा टू गेट द लिंक्स. दिस इज अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो अगर आप इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को ढूंढ रहे हैं, आप उनसे लिंक लेना चाहते हैं, उनकी वेबसाइट से लिंक लेना चाहते हैं, देन यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई दे विल गिव लिंक टू यू फर्स्ट.
या.
सो यू नीड टू वर्क ऑन कंटेंट. और तीसरा पार्ट जो आपने बिल्कुल सही बोला है, आउटरीच इज समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी हैव टू डू आउटरीच एट स्केल. सो हमको आउटरीच करना पड़ेगा, बातचीत करना पड़ेगा. और ये कुछ ऐसा ही हो गया कि मैं आपको कन्विंस कर रहा हूं that you please give me a link. The point is why you will give you link. Now these three things are very important. इसलिए लिंक करने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. You are acquiring a link जहां से इन्फ्लुएंसर है जिसकी वेबसाइट में बहुत अच्छा ट्रैफिक है, एंड यू नो वेबसाइट अच्छा DRUR है या फिर अच्छा TAP है, अच्छा वोट है, और सब चीजों में अच्छा काम कर सकता है. सो अ गुड वेबसाइट, अ गुड लिंक gonna add lot of value. Yes, लिंक करना है, लिंक बिल्डिंग. और इसमें पैसा लगता है ना, मैंने आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल लगता है सर, बिल्कुल लगता है. अदर देन दैट, बिकॉज अगर आप नहीं डाल रहे हो तो उसका वैल्यू आपको शायद मिले ना मिले. देयर इज नो श्योरिटी. इफ वी पिच टू समवन हु हैज अ वैल्यूएबल website and we are getting a link from that, he will ask for money probably, and you need to invest in that because that link is going to ultimately give you a better position.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. और सिर्फ ऐसा ही नहीं है. सो हम लोग जो सोच रहे हैं कि कोई सामने वाला बंदा अगर आपको वेबसाइट से अगर आपको लिंक दे रहा है, इट डजंट मीन दैट he or she always look for money. Probably
कंटेंट अच्छा हुआ तो उसको भी क्रॉलिंग मिलती है ना सर.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मिलता है. उसका वेबसाइट अपडेट होता है, उसके पास एक कंटेंट हो गया. बिकॉज आप एक चीज समझना पड़ेगा, कंटेंट क्रिएट करना अपने आप में एक बड़ा चैलेंज है, एक अच्छा कंटेंट क्रिएट करना. राइट. सो अगर आप उसको कंटेंट क्रिएट मदद कर रहे हैं, सो यू सी ऑन डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म कंटेंट इज करेंसी. Content is currency, right? So let's say, so if you can help me, अगर आप मेरा एक अच्छा content create कर सकते हैं, which is very good for my audience, I will definitely love to publish your content. But we need to do a lot of things before we publish content. Publish करने से पहले हमको काफी सारी चीजें देखनी पड़ेंगी वेबसाइट्स की.
उनको ऑफर भी करना पड़ेगा कुछ, जैसे you are giving your services. I've seen that there are brands that they offer their free courses, they offer their courses to the guest bloggers so that they get more attracted towards it. Other than that, yeah, if the content is definitely good, they will. Who doesn't want Google bots to crawl your website?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. और इसीलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि फर्स्ट पार्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि लिंक प्रोस्पेक्ट करना, इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ढूंढना, गेस्ट पोस्टिंग के लिए या फिर तमाम तरीके अवेलेबल. इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट गेस्ट पोस्टिंग. सो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, बहुत सारे लोग सोचते हैं कि अगर आपको लिंक लाना है, देयर इज ओनली गेस्ट पोस्टिंग, व्हिच इज नॉट एट ऑल ट्रू.
No, 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 no. That's
आप
not.
कमाल के लिंक्स ला सकते हैं. सो गेस्ट पोस्टिंग इज वन वेरी गुड वे टू डू इट. बहुत अच्छा तरीका है, बट इसके अलावा भी काफी सारे तरीके हैं, और आपको ये जानना होगा कि जो इन्फ्लुएंसर है वो उसको भी क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है. सो इफ यू हैव दैट एबिलिटी टू अंडरस्टैंड, अगर आप ये समझ पा रहे हैं कि सामने वाले को क्या चाहिए, एंड इफ यू कैन गिव इट टू देम, they will surely gonna give you link. And I'll tell you, it takes lot of efforts to understand. ये समझना पड़ेगा हम लोगों को कि उनको क्या जरूरत है. So let us say, for example, if I get to know that Naman, you do have a very good website which is having a very good traffic, good organic traffic, ranking on, let's say, hundreds of keywords, for example, and you have, let's say, 200, 300 pages on the website. You're frequently creating a blog. And let's say, for example, somehow I got to know, मुझे पता चला कि आपका जो website है, there are a lot of broken links.
Yeah.
Or let's say your content is not updated. So probably what I'll do is I'll talk to Naman. I'll say to you, look, I've gone through website, looks amazing, but ये कुछ broken links हैं, या फिर ये content outdated है. And then what I can tell you is I can give you content and I'll ask you if you can renovate that content.
Yeah.
So that can be done. There's a lot of ways to do it.
That's a good technique. Ultimately, it has changed the game, changed the pace of link earning. Moving on. Let's discuss some of the ranking factors which are always interesting for the listeners as well as for us. So ranking factors can be there are various. First of all,
Absolutely.
as Google has played with the algorithms a lot since Panda and Penguin, because of that, the game has totally shifted towards the UX, UI, user experience, and how a person sees the website. That is also a big ranking factor. How the whole technical part of it has become huge in it. Then there are backlinks. There are the quality of backlinks, the quality of content that you're posting. So there are a lot of ranking factors which have been added by Google in order to rank better. So Google is ultimately trying to get better and better results from us.
Absolutely, yes.
But he's also playing with us. Time and again, we have to renew the website so that he also gets the newer content. We also create the newer content, and we try to do better and better.
I'll tell you one thing is very important, Naman. So you spoke about a lot of ranking factors, but one thing is very crucial. So number one, our focus should not be crawler. Our focus should be users.
Yeah.
So we are creating website for the users because users will pay you money, and at the same time, we need to take care of crawlers as well. तो crawlers का भी ध्यान हमको रखना पड़ेगा. The point which I want to tell you, मैं आपको ये कहना चाहता हूँ, अगर आप वेबसाइट बना रहे हैं, and you know if visitors are loving your website, अगर लोग आपकी वेबसाइट से प्यार कर रहे हैं, they love to see your content, they spending more time on the website, they browse multiple pages in one session, you have very low bounce rate. Fine. So if those things are there, अगर customers आपकी वेबसाइट को प्यार करें, Google obviously gonna do it.
Yeah. If you have good enough traffic, that will
absolutely yes. And I'll tell you that Google Rajnikant jaisa nahi hai. Sorry, getting my point. So it doesn't mean you're very good, you're doing a good job. आपका लोग आपके ब्रांड को पसंद करते हैं, चाहते हैं, people love your work, customer service, everything. But I'll tell you, this does not go with Google because we need to give lot of signal to Google search engine. आपको Google को काफी सारे signals देने पड़ेंगे to look my website is good. So you don't think ऐसा हमको नहीं सोचना होगा Google सब कुछ हमारे बारे में जान लेगा. Probably we need to tell lot of ways. We need to tell Google search engine, and obviously yes, a lot of ranking factors have been changed. जो fundamental ranking factor, it's always going to remain same.
Yeah, the fundamentals are going to stay forever.
Engagement is important. Time on site is important. Bounce rate is important. Direct traffic is important. Your mentions are important. Technical audit is again very important. So Google said that there are more than 200 ranking factors. 200 से ज़्यादा ranking factors हैं. But ये कुछ बड़े factors हैं. For example, do follow link is important. Time on site is important. Number of backlink is important. Quality of backlink is important. Time on site is important. Internal link is important. Video on the page is important. So there are a lot of things which goes in.
Yeah. Ultimately, I guess Google has its love story with SEO, and and because of this, people are getting better. The businesses are updating their websites. The businesses are uploading newer and newer content, and because of that, they're getting more conversion in terms of money. And ultimately, the goal of any point or any SEO technique, anything that we're doing on online, the goal is to have a conversion, to convert
Absolutely yes.
the customer, right? And because of that, we will get to know that if we are succeeding in business or not, and as well as if online is working or not. So,
Absolutely yes. Because see, the point is very simple. We want to build organic traffic. We want to have more search visibility,
mhm.
and at the same time, we want to have more goals and conversions as well. So we need
Yes,
to have
yes.
more conversions. And I'll tell you that, and that's why it's very important that businesses they should be paying attention to CRO as well.
Mm.
Now, what is CRO? CRO is conversion rate optimization.
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
there are
yes.
a lot of ways to do it. ये काफी तरीके हो सकते हैं. But the point is, I just want to tell you, which is again a big myth when it comes to SEO industry, कि ज्यादातर लोग ये समझते हैं कि on page optimization का मतलब say page title, URL, meta description,
That's
headline.
not the case.
This is not the case. Absolutely
It's
not.
not the case.
I met a lot of people and I always ask them, मैं हमेशा उनसे ही पूछता हूँ कि okay, you have done all these things, so are you gonna get more conversions? Which is not true. I'm not saying these activities are not good.
These
And,
are good. These are
absolutely,
good. But
absolutely,
there's a lot more that goes in the back end.
absolutely. It starts from your website structure to links to CRO technique, content, technical audit. A lot of things goes into it. A lot of things goes into it.
And I've also observed this thing that SEO is way much more in demand right now.
Absolutely.
People are taking a note about SEO, and the modern businesses are definitely taking a note about SEO. But here, even the traditional businesses are shifting towards digital marketing, and they are trying to practice this SEO techniques
Yes.
and various other things that include in this.
Yes.
Let's move on further, right?
Yes.
What can we say that about local businesses who are trying to market in traditional way, but yeah, they are trying to shift towards the digital marketing? How can SEO help ultimately?
I will tell you that number one mindset that we should be always changing. जो एक बड़ा mindset जो एक नमन change करना होगा, local business owner को समझना पड़ेगा that website is an asset. It's not an expense. This is the first important mindset.
This is a very important point, I can tell you.
And I will tell you, the point is because we met a lot of people and we have trained a lot of students. A lot of our students working they have their own agency. They're getting good clients. And when I meet a lot of people, जब हम मिलते हैं तो एक बात समझ में आता है कि बिजनेस ओनर मानते हैं कि नहीं वेबसाइट तो 5-10 हजार में बन जाता है. I'll keep it very native है जैसा बातचीत में कर रहा हूँ.
सही बात है सर.
The point is, are you taking website? क्या आप वेबसाइट को as an asset मान रहे हैं or as an expense मान रहे हैं? So if you're thinking of it as an expense, I'm very sure you just want to create a website for the sake of creating it. And I can tell you, Naman, कि जितने लोग इस mindset से website बना रहे हैं, वो इसलिए बना रहे हैं क्योंकि उन्होंने कभी ₹1 they have not made money from website. But good initiative is they're thinking to have a website, which is good point. My only point is business owner को समझना पड़ेगा कि it's not about 5,000 10,000 का investment. आपको ये सोचना पड़ेगा कि trend is changing.
Yeah.
So I'm not also saying कि नहीं उनको ₹1,00,000 ₹2,00,000 खर्च करना होगा. My only point is hire someone, किसी एक अच्छा hire कीजिए, website को strategically build कीजिए, hire an expert, एक expert को hire कीजिए. There's going to be one time cost. Keep this in mind.
Yeah.
But अगर आपको business आना शुरू हो गया, so I'm very sure, and that's going to happen. It's going to take some time.
टाइम लगता है सर. You need to have patience to get something right.
बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल. और कहीं ना कहीं हमको मान के चलना पड़ेगा कि जो हम वेबसाइट बना रहे हैं और एसईओ काम कर रहे हैं तो हमको बिलीव के साथ चलना पड़ेगा कि नहीं हम सही तरीके से इस पे काम करेंगे, हम कंसिस्टेंसी के साथ काम करेंगे और रिजल्ट्स को अचीव होंगे.
मिलेंगे क्योंकि इट्स नॉट रॉकेट साइंस के भाई हुआ तो हुआ.
बिल्कुल.
इसमें होता है, इसमें लाइक मेजरमेंट्स सब नंबर्स के साथ में पता चलता है कि होगा ही. You can predict with accuracy. It's not arrow in the air.
Absolutely yes. So मैं सिर्फ आपको एक अंदाजन दे रहा हूँ कि एक माइंडसेट सबसे पहले बिजनेस उनको चेंज करना पड़ेगा कि वेबसाइट कैसे है. नंबर दूसरा उनको समझना पड़ेगा कि आने वाले सालों में ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट गेम प्लान होने वाला है और वो अगर अभी एक्शन नहीं लेंगे ना दिल फार बिहाइंड, वो बहुत पीछे चले जाएंगे.
सर मार्केट शेयर ऐसी चीज हो गई है ना अभी डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में कि अगर आपने नई स्टेप लिया तो यू विल लूज अ बिग चंक ऑफ इट.
एब्सोल्युटली यस.
और वो अभी बिजनेसेस अफोर्ड नहीं करते. आई हैव हर्ड अ लॉट ऑफ बिजनेसेस शट डाउन. क्यों शट डाउन हो रहा है? प्रोबेबली देयर आर मेनी रीजंस बट दिस कुड बी अ मेजर रीजन कि भाई डिजिटल मार्केटिंग पे थोड़ा अगर ध्यान दे देते तो लोकली तो एटलीस्ट प्रमोट हो जाता और अच्छे से बिजनेस अच्छा प्रॉफिट आ ही जाता. मुझे ऐसा लगता है.
बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हो, इसीलिए यहाँ पर एक बात समझना पड़ेगा कि जो बिजनेस ओनर्स हैं, व्हाट ही एडवाइस इज दे हैव टू स्टार्ट, उनको स्टार्ट करना चाहिए, कंसिस्टेंसी इंपॉर्टेंसी। आई एम नॉट सेइंग उनको एक महीने का 1 लाख रुपए डालना है, एटलीस्ट दे कैन हैव अ बजट ऑफ 10,000 रुपीज अ मंथ। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, लेट्स से बिजनेस शुरू हो रहा है, बहुत ज्यादा बजट नहीं है, एटलीस्ट 10,000 रुपए से शुरुआत कीजिए एंड सी व्हाट ऑल एक्शंस दे कैन टेक। सो 10,000 में क्या क्या हो सकता है वो हमको देखना पड़ेगा। सो लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल, just to give an idea, let's say for coming 1 month or 2 month, their goal would be, let's say, writing 2 blogs or 3 blogs for example, कि 2-3 ब्लॉग लिखें, एक थोड़ा वेबसाइट एक अच्छे से कर लें, पोस्टिंग करना शुरू कर दें, एटलीस्ट दे कैन स्टार्ट विद बेसिक एंड फंडामेंटल्स, सो एटलीस्ट वो कर ले। सो व्हाट विल हैपन इज ग्रेजुअली जब वेबसाइट अच्छा काम करना शुरू करेगा, बिकॉज कीप दिस इन माइंड, जो ट्रैफिक है वेबसाइट का वो रातों रात ऐसे नहीं बढ़ने वाला, इट टेक्स लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट्स। बट द पॉइंट इज आपको शुरुआत कहीं ना कहीं से करना पड़ेगा,
करना तो पड़ेगा,
बिल्कुल करना पड़ेगा। और इसीलिए मैं और अभी तो इतने अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म आ गए, नमन आई टेल यू, विक्स बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है, वेबफ्लो बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है, जहां पर नो कोड। सो नेक्स्ट टाइम, नेक्स्ट फ्यू इयर्स इट्स ऑल गोना बी नो कोड। और नो कोड का इस्तेमाल सिर्फ वेबसाइट बनाने के लिए नहीं हो रहा, इट्स ऑल्सो फॉर डेटा स्क्रैपिंग, इट्स ऑल अबाउट ऑटोमेशंस, वर्ल्ड गोना बी नो कोड। मुझे लगता है कि ये सदी में सबसे कमाल की चीज होने वाली है, दैट आई एम नॉट अ डेवलपर and still I can manage my whole website. But the only thing is that we need to consider is कि अगर आप Webflow में बना रहे हैं या Wix में बना रहे हैं, Weebly में बना रहे हैं, hire some good expert.
First off, अच्छे से एक सीख लो एक बार।
बिल्कुल।
फिर you can always go and edit your website because there's something to edit.
Absolutely yes. और मैं बिल्कुल सजेस्ट करूंगा कि जितने बिजनेस ओनर हो रहे हैं, they should learn digital as well. भले वो किसी को हायर करने वाले हैं, बट वो लिखें, बिकॉज द मेजर प्रॉब्लम व्हाट हैपेंस विद द बिजनेस ओनर इज, नाउ दे आर लॉट ऑफ बिजनेस ओनर्स जो वाकई में बहुत कोशिश कर रहे हैं प्लेटफॉर्म में अच्छा करने का। नाउ द ओनली पॉइंट वेयर दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग इज, उनको कहां पर स्ट्रगल आता है कि उन्होंने किसी एजेंसी को तो काम दे दिया, बट दे आर नॉट एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई,
उनको समझ ही नहीं आता कि हो क्या रहा है रियल टाइम।
बिल्कुल, और उनको ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, दे आर नॉट एबल टू मेजर, दे आर नॉट एबल टू जस्टिफाई, वो उनको नहीं पता चल रहा है कि एजेंसी क्या कर रहा है, क्या रिपोर्ट्स देखने चाहिए, किन किन चीजों पर उनको ध्यान देना चाहिए। And I'll tell you that अगर वो थोड़ा सा अच्छा नॉलेज ले ले, I'm not talking about थोड़ा, I'm talking about अच्छा, it's not about
quality is also
अच्छा नॉलेज आ जाए, अगर उनको एक अच्छा नॉलेज समझ पड़ जाए, so they can track their agencies, they can save their money, वो वहां पर पैसा बचा सकते हैं, वहां से पैसा अच्छा बना सकते हैं।
Ultimately, I mean, yeah, I have seen a lot of people, a lot of businesses again, उनको करना है डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, बट दे हैव नो आइडिया what is going on. Even the digital interns, they are not as qualified, they are not as experienced. They hire them, but later on they have troubles because they cannot guide them. The owners cannot guide the interns or freelancers person.
बिल्कुल.
And because of that illiteracy, as of now, they don't know what to tell to the digital marketing intern or a freelancer. What exactly, they don't have the plan basically.
Very true.
And because and for that you need to learn, like you said, and that's where brand Veda comes in play.
Very true.
And yeah, we have trained a lot of students. Absolutely. Definitely, we are still training a lot of students. That's the game here, learning about digital marketing, let's not just be it any platform, not just brand Veda, but learn about it.
Absolutely yes. अभी तो कैसा है कि देखिए, अभी तो इतने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म आ गए जहां से आप सीख सकते हैं, बट एक चीज हमको समझना पड़ेगा, दैट द ऑब्जेक्टिव इट्स नॉट अबाउट लर्निंग, इट्स अबाउट प्रैक्टिसिंग। And the real challenge comes, when you learn SEO part, you need to have tool, you need to have a system, which can give you right time idea, because we believe in one thing, so the kind of program that we have created is, so we have taken two important things in our mind. दो चीजों पे हमने काफी काम किया है। Number one, how we can make execution curve कम से कम कितना समय में अच्छा काम किया जा सके, without putting much more money, but yes, effort. And number two is कि आप how we can reduce the learning curve. So हम कैसे learning curve को कम कर सकें. So we have taken all these two things. इन दो चीजों में हमने काम काफी किया. For example, let's say if you want to do SEO, if you want to do with a live project, and you need to have certain tools with you. Let's say you need to have SEMrush, you need to have Hrefs, you need to
definitely. Without that, you cannot properly do it.
You cannot do that. Number two, let's say for example, if you want to optimize content, you need to have another software like Market News, for example, for content on it.
Yes.
Let's say you want to do outreach. अगर आपको outreach करना है, then you're gonna have a tool like Outreach Ninja, for example. And all these tools are costly. And then if you want to do audit, अगर आपको audit करना है, then if you want to do backlink audit, आपको technical audit करना है, you want to do content audit, you want to do security audit, then again software comes into it.
Yeah.
राइट. सो यहाँ पर हम लोगों ने जो ध्यान दिया है, सो वी हैव ऑल द टूल्स, बेस्ट टूल्स विद अस, एंड द गुड पॉइंट इज यू कैन स्टार्ट एग्जीक्यूटिंग थिंग्स इन रियल टाइम.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
and it should be strategic. Now you have
again,
a data driven approach.
again, there's what I have personally experienced over here at Brandwidth is the live projects. Live projects are really game changers, I guess, because they put you into reality. They're not just here. You are getting to work on a real site and real time and premium tools.
Absolutely.
That's what comes into play because एक्सपीरियंस अच्छे टूल्स का डेफिनेटली होना चाहिए. नहीं तो फिर हम, क्योंकि a lot of time when you are exposed to newer tool, you don't get to know the throughout about it, and then you're just confused कि अभी इसके बाद में क्या करूँ, इसके बाद में कौन सा मैट्रिक काम आएगा.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. और बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. द मोस्ट अंडररेटेड वर्ड इन डिजिटल मार्केटिंग इज ऑप्टिमाइजेशन.
Yeah.
See, optimization is so important. And that's why you see, आप कोई भी चीज देखिए, it's all about Google Ads optimization, email optimization, CTR optimization, right? SEO, search engine optimization, ad creative optimization, A/B testing.
Yeah.
Fine. You do all these things. CRO, conversion rate optimization. Optimization is such a powerful word in digital marketing. अब आपको एक चीज समझना पड़ेगा, when you optimize anything, let it be SEO or Google Ads or PPC or automation, आप कुछ भी काम कीजिए. Now you want to optimize it. The point is you cannot do optimization without a data-driven approach.
Yeah.
And without a forecasting model.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a plan, अगर आपके पास प्लान नहीं है कि आने वाले 3 महीने में क्या अचीव करने वाले हैं, कैसे मेजर करने वाले हैं, कौन सा कंटेंट क्रिएट करने वाला है, you won't be able to do that.
No.
And that's why we are using softwares, system, strategy, tools. We are using all these objectives together. So that with the help of all these premium tool, आप वो समझ पाएंगे जो 5 साल, 7 साल, 8 साल, 10 साल का बंदा कर रहा है. This is important. Number 2 is with the help of software, the work becomes very professional because आप वो सब डेटा देख रहे हैं जो एक अच्छा SEO का एक्सपर्ट देखता है, एक अच्छा Google Ads का बंदा देखता है. Number 3 is with the help of software. Now the thing is you gotta have a lot of matrices on board. So अगर आप सॉफ्टवेयर का इस्तेमाल करें, for example, if I'm using Surfer SEO number, it's an again amazing software.
It's a beautiful software,
and you see that they put a lot of details. So straight from the visibility on the search engine, the backlink, content audit, content score, they do have a lot of matrices, even difficulty and all. So अगर आप ये सॉफ्टवेयर इस्तेमाल करते हैं, but सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ you should know the रणनीति as well. आपको रणनीति भी आपको समझना पड़ेगा.
Game plan is important.
Absolutely yes. So that's why system is a game changer, and that's why we at Brandwidth, we are trying. हम बिल्कुल कोशिश यही कर रहे हैं, and we are seeing fantastic result. Naman, you see, from last 10 years, all of our students are getting placed. A lot of business owners, they started
getting this number of more than 50,000 students is a dream to many.
Yes.
It's a dream to many, and we've accomplished that.
Yes.
So, and because of our program, a lot of students are learning in real time as well as they're practicing and they're getting better jobs.
Yes.
Because what happens is, what I personally, when I had a conversation with a digital marketer, they said that you need to have an internship for 3 months, then you will have some certain experience of what to do, then you will start with a freshy job. That's not the case over here.
Yes.
What happens is, when you when you are enrolled in Brandwidth, you already get enrolled in paid in the internship here.
Yes.
And you practice it, and you can directly enroll for a job, which is a good paying job.
Absolutely yes.
So ultimately, Brandwidth is helping, and again, quality of education and practice. These two things are very important, and which I think I got provided by Brandwidth.
Absolutely yes, and tell you that's why we have done drastic change in the program in last couple of years. हमने आने वाले 2 साल में, last 1-1.5 साल में कोर्स को बिल्कुल revamp कर दिया. Now the course is very data driven. It's based on forecasting model. We are working on systems, and we are working on projection, modeling, data, sheets, assignments. A lot of things have been incorporated.
Yeah.
The only thing that we need to understand, एक चीज जो हम सबको समझना पड़ेगा, that digital marketing is very strategic.
Yeah.
So strategic है बिल्कुल, और आपको सही तरीके से you need to take action. Consistency is important, and SEO gonna be game changer. So I always advise that जो businesses अभी SEO में पैसा डाल रहे हैं, आपको बता देता हूँ आने वाले 2 साल में they gonna be the game changer. Because मैं आपको बता देता हूँ कि जो SEO आप कर रहे हैं कुछ ऐसा ही है. It's like a permanent asset on the web है.
It is, and people need to understand it as an asset.
Absolutely yes. See, paid advertisement, everyone is doing it, and
Yeah.
should always do it. आपको भी करना चाहिए, but it's again very strategic.
सर कैसा हो गया ना, अभी ये चीज समझने के लिए मैं खाली एक एग्जांपल
हाँ,
दूंगा.
हाँ,
You're searching for, let's say, digital marketing course,
हाँ,
right? And then you see the ad of brand Vida.
हाँ,
The second thing here, digital marketing course brand Vida you search for.
हाँ.
Now you understand the difference. You got the ad, and the other thing is you got to brand Vida.
Yes, yes.
Plays a huge amount of role in this, because ऑर्गेनिक और पेड में बहुत डिफरेंस हो जाता है. पेड
बिल्कुल,
में बहुत कम आती है ट्रैफिक,
बिल्कुल,
ऑर्गेनिक में बहुत ज्यादा भी आती है. बट
बिल्कुल.
यार दोनों इंपॉर्टेंट. ऐसा नहीं कि पेड
दोनों
ट्रैफिक
को- yes.
पेड नहीं करना चाहिए, डेफिनेटली करना चाहिए, बट एसईओ करोगे तो ज्यादा ऑर्गेनिक ट्रैफिक आएगी.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. और साथ में ये भी समझना पड़ेगा बिजनेस ओनर को कि एसईओ का स्ट्रैटेजी बिल्कुल बदल चुका है. एंटायर बॉल गेम हैज चेंज. पूरा बॉल गेम चेंज हो चुका है, इकोसिस्टम पूरा चेंज हो चुका है. तो यू नीड टू रियली नो समवन, आपको उनके साथ काम करना पड़ेगा जो वाकई में कमाल का काम कर रहे हैं. सो वन गुड एडवाइस आई कैन गिव टू ऑल बिजनेस ओनर इज व्हेन यू हायर एनी एजेंसी, look for use cases.
Yeah.
And that is something very important, because so don't go ahead with someone who don't have use cases. So probably you save a lot of money. So just check the use cases and believe on them, and then start doing it. So which is again very important.
Yeah,
So अच्छा रहेगा. और एक बात और समझना होगा कि अगर आप गूगल के सर्चिंग पेज में नहीं आ रहे हैं तो आपको ऐड ही चलाना पड़ेगा और कोई ऑप्शन दिखना नहीं है. So that is again very important, because we have seen very good results with Google ads and paid ads.
Yeah.
I've invested huge. We as a team investing huge on paid ads from last.
I mean, there's a lot of things that go on in PPC and Google Ads as well, and I guess we'll need a whole new session to discuss that. So let's stop with this. Let's give a goodbye to our listeners, and let's add more value.
Absolutely, yes. And finally, one thing which I'll tell you is SEO is not about chasing keywords. It's all about chasing intentions.
Yes.
Intention is king.
Yes.
Fine. So thanks a lot, Naman.
Yeah.
Kamal ka session raha.
Yes. Thank you, listeners, for listening to our podcast. You were watching, you were listening, the Brand Radar Talk Show.